If you've got a spot colour and you have a CMYK press or maybe a multicolour press, but you don't have that individual spot colour as an ink, you're going to need to work out how you can reproduce that colour based upon the inks that you do have at your discretion, and also based upon the colour target that you're trying to print to. Now, you might have an international target, or you might have a customized target that you've had made directly for your press. Either way, pressSIGN provides you with an easy way to calculate the colour breakdown using the process colours that you've got available to you to match that spot colour as best as possible. This will also show you whether you can actually get as close as you need to the spot colour using the inks that are available to you. So let's move on to the next screen and I'll show you where you can do this. Okay, so we're in the pressSIGN window, and up here we're in the single patches window. In the single patches window we have a set of tabs and we're in the CMYK tab. This will actually allow you to calculate any spot colour that you got in any of the libraries in your system. Now, if you need to add a spot colour, then you can do that by adding a spot colour to a custom library or a new library in your pressSIGN. Have a look at the other videos I've done in terms of how to do that. But what we'll do is we'll click on this spot colour library tab and we'll use one of the Pantone Colors as an example. So I'll click on the solid plus coated. And then from there, you can either use the drop down or you can type in any number and it will find that number for you. So what I'll do is I'll type in 186. I think a lot of people know what color 186 is. And immediately pressSIGN shows you up here the nearest colors that can be used in the process world to allow you to print to that target value. Now, our target in this situation is the outer circle. The nearest that you can print with the process colors is shown on the inner circle, so we can see there's quite a visual difference between those two. Now, that might be too much of a visual difference, but down here it shows you the delta E value of the difference between those two colors. In terms of the target that we're printing to, that's shown up here. So we're on the CRPC 6 coated version 2. Hopefully that might give you enough of information for you to put those values in your design file, and if it's a logo, to be able to print that logo to, well, a delta E of 3 is as good as you're going to be able to achieve. Let's try a different color. So let's go for, I've got a custom library here, and if I type in very, for instance, this will give us the color of the year for 2022. And here we can see that the values are C69, M61, and no yellow and no black. So the top line in this area here that I've highlighted always shows you the closest colour based upon the target standard and the delta E value. So the delta E value is here, this column, and it's 0.7 at this point. Other colours are shown, but they are significantly far away. So the next one, the next closest, is actually 31 delta E away. So that gives you an idea of how this works. So always look at the top colour to give you an idea of whether you can actually achieve that colour or not. These are resortable, so if I click on this area here, it resorts it from the top to the bottom, but it's very easy to change if you need to. The next thing that you might want to do is we're on the CRPC 6 target standard. If you want to change that, very simply, we go to the job settings. The job settings window opens up, and here we can choose a different target standard. So let's go for the uncoated. Click on that, click on OK. and we'll say, well, we don't need it to be permanent. We just want to see what the values are temporarily, not change the base values of the actual job. So I'll click on no, but we'll still see the change in color values. So we've got C81, M71, and now the delta E is actually 2.1. So for uncoated paper, CRPC3, it's all very simple. Let's just run through that again. What you need to do is you need to have the color in the spot color library that you have here, whichever library it is, find it, and pressSIGN will immediately show you those colors. So the outer circle, as I say, is the actual color, and that's shown up with the lab value here. And then your CMY conversion based upon the target standard. So the inks based in the target standard, those breakdowns are shown here. And indeed, it shows the lab value that you will be achieving with the delta E value just at this end of the interface. So I hope that's been of use for you. If you need to know anything more about pressSIGN and colour management, get in touch with me at Bodoni North America. The details will be in the description below this video. Thanks for watching once more, and I look forward to speaking to you and helping you in the near future. Bye for now.